Dreaming of wandering through ancient cobblestone streets and soaking in centuries of history? Europe is on nearly everyone's bucket list. For many, the biggest hurdle seems to be the cost, but traveling there doesn't have to break the bank. In fact, it can be surprisingly affordable. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 cheapest countries to visit in Western Europe for 2025. We've done the research to find the destinations where your money goes the furthest, from vibrant cities to stunning coastlines. We'll break down the average cost for a full week, including food, lodging, and local travel, so you can plan smart and travel more. Rolling green hills, cozy pubs, and historic castles. Ireland may look pricey, but it's actually doable on a smart budget. Let's break it down so you can plan confidently. Lodging. Hostels cost about 25 to 50 euros per night. Budget hotels and B&Bs run 70 to 120 euros. Mid-range hotels fall between 100 and 160 euros. For a full week, expect lodging to average 450 to 850 euros, depending on city and style. Food. A pub lunch typically costs 10 to 15 euros. Dinner with a pint comes to 20 to 35 euros. Breakfast or takeaway coffee is just 3 to 6 euros. So plan on 30 to 45 euros per day for food. Weekly total. 1 week in Ireland usually runs 750 to 1,200 euros total, about $800 to 1,300 US dollars. Travel tips. Avoid car rentals if possible. Buses and trains are cheaper. Stay in smaller towns like Galway or Cork for lower lodging costs. Ireland is full of warmth, history, and beauty, all without needing a luxury budget. Would you explore Dublin or the countryside first? France. How to explore without breaking the bank. Think France is expensive? Think again. From the French Riviera to Paris cafes, you can explore France for less than you think. Hostels start at 25 to 50 euros per night. Budget hotels or B&Bs, 60 to 100 euros. Mid-range hotels or charming Airbnbs, 120 to 180 euros. A week's stay ranges from 400 to 900 euros. Breakfast, croissant and coffee, 4 to 6 euros. Lunch menu or bistro plate, 12 to 20 euros. Dinner at a brasserie, 25 to 50 euros. You'll spend about 35 to 50 euros per day on meals. Expect 750 to 1,200 euros total per week, or about $800 to 1,300 US dollars. Visit smaller towns like Lyon, Nantes, or Montpellier for half the price of Paris. And take advantage of city passes for free museum access. France isn't just for luxury travelers, it's for smart travelers. Where would you go first? Paris or Provence? Spain, where stunning architecture, Mediterranean beaches, and world-famous food meet affordable travel. Let's break down what a week in Spain really costs in 2025. Lodging. Hostels range from 20 to 40 euros per night. Budget hotels cost about 50 to 90. Mid-range stays or Airbnbs run 90 to 140. So, a comfortable week's stay comes to around 350 to 700 euros, depending on city and style. Food. Spanish cuisine is both delicious and affordable. Tapas or local lunch menus cost 10 to 15 euros. A sit-down dinner averages 20 to 40 per person. Breakfast, coffee and churros is just 3 to 5 euros. Expect to spend 30 to 40 euros per day, or about $250 a week on food. Weekly total. Add it up. A week in Spain costs between 650 and 1,000 euros, or about 700 to 1,100 US dollars. Travel tip. Save more by traveling with a Renfe Rail Pass. It can cut your train costs by up to 50%. And try smaller cities like Valencia or Granada for cheaper stays than Barcelona or Madrid. Spain proves you don't need luxury prices to enjoy world-class travel. Which Spanish city would you visit first? Comment below and subscribe for the next budget destination. Portugal, a sun-soaked gem of Western Europe that's surprisingly affordable for travelers. But how much does a week here really cost in 2025? Let's break down food, lodging, and travel expenses so you can plan your perfect budget trip. Portugal is consistently ranked as one of the most budget-friendly destinations in Western Europe. Whether you're exploring Lisbon's cobblestone streets, Porto's riverfront, or the beaches of the Algarve, you can experience it all without breaking the bank. Let's start with lodging. Hostels cost around 10 to 30 euros per night, great for backpackers or solo travelers. Budget hotels and private guest houses average 40 to 80 euros per night. If you prefer a bit more comfort, A mid-range hotel or cozy Airbnb runs 80 to 150 euros per night in cities like Lisbon or Porto. That means a full week of comfortable lodging can range between 280 and 700 euros, depending on your style. Next up, food, one of Portugal's best parts. A local cafe meal or daily special, known as a prato do dia, costs about 8 to 15 euros. Mid-range restaurants run 20 to 40 euros per person for a full dinner. Breakfast, coffee and a pastry, is just 2 to 5 euros. If you eat local and mix cafes with groceries, you can easily stay under 25 to 35 euros per day for food. For a one-week trip to Portugal, here's your total budget breakdown. Lodging, 280 to 700 euros. Food, 175 to 250 euros. Local transport and attractions, 80 to 120 euros. That's roughly 550 to 950 euros total, or about 600 to 1,000 US dollars, for a full week exploring Portugal comfortably. To stretch your money even further, travel during the shoulder seasons, April to June or September to October, when prices can drop up to 40%. Stay just outside the city center and use public transport passes in Lisbon and Porto. And don't forget, many museums and landmarks have free entry days. So, could you spend a week in Portugal for under $1,000? Absolutely. From charming cities to golden beaches, Portugal offers incredible value for travelers on any budget. And taking our top spot at number 1, the Canary Islands. This Spanish archipelago off the coast of northwest Africa offers a slice of paradise without the hefty price tag. These Spanish islands are affordable, warm year-round, and filled with staggering natural beauty. Explore the volcanic landscapes of Lanzarote, the sand dunes of Gran Canaria, or the lush forests of La Gomera. Spend your days sunbathing in gentle winter light or surfing the Atlantic waves. Charming guest houses start around a wallet-friendly 40 to 70 euros a night. Your daily meals will only cost about 25 to 35 euros. Be sure to indulge in local specialties like papas arrugadas with mojo sauce. It's delicious and incredibly cheap. This means a full week of island hopping and relaxation can cost as little as 600 to 800 euros total. It's truly Europe's hidden tropical bargain. So what does $100 a day actually get you in Western Europe? In Portugal, that covers a private room, 3 meals, and a tram pass. In Spain, that's a cozy Airbnb, tapas for dinner, an attraction or two. Even in France or Ireland, it's enough for a nice guest house, local food, and a day trip. 100 day goes farther than you think. So if you're planning a trip to Western Europe, skip the pricey capitals and head for these budget-friendly gems. From Portugal's hills to Ireland's pubs, affordable adventures are waiting. Which country is your top pick? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more budget travel videos.